If you're entering your 60s, 70s, or even your 80s, there's one small but incredibly important thing that can shape your energy, mood, and health each day. That is breakfast. You've probably heard 100 times that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But that doesn't just apply when you're young. It's especially true as we age. When you wake up in the morning, your body has just gone through a long stretch without any new nutrients. From the time you went to sleep until you opened your eyes, your cells were working quietly in the background, repairing tissues, balancing hormones, and clearing out toxins. And now, in the morning, they're waiting for you to refuel them, to kick off a strong, vibrant day. But here's the sad truth that few people talk about. Many older adults still start their day with the same foods they ate in middle age. A bowl of sugary cereal, a cold glass of orange juice, or worse, a packaged muffin. They may seem convenient, maybe even light and easy, but did you know that these very choices could be draining your energy, weakening your muscles, and even slowing your body's ability to recover over time? That's why, when it comes to senior wellness, choosing the right breakfast isn't optional. It becomes a daily habit that defines your quality of life. A proper breakfast doesn't need to be complicated. You don't have to be a chef. You just need to understand what your body really needs and choose foods that support your muscles, brain, and heart. You'll be amazed that within just a few days of changing your routine, that mid-morning fatigue disappears. You'll feel stronger, less achy, and best of all, you'll get to enjoy every precious moment with your children and grandchildren, without being slowed down by stiffness, exhaustion, or forgetfulness. So what does the right breakfast look like? Which foods should you avoid? And which ones should you start adding to your plate tomorrow morning? Don't worry, you don't have to figure it out on your own. In today's content, I'll share 4 breakfast foods older adults should avoid completely and 4 foods you should add every day if you want to maintain strength, energy, and memory. These are tips shaped by over 20 years of research and first-hand experience working with thousands of seniors across America. If you care about your well-being, give yourself the chance to start each morning the right way. And if you're listening with a loved one, your parents, grandparents, or your life partner, join them in exploring a few small changes that can lead to a big difference in lifelong health. Ready? Let's begin. For breakfast foods older adults should avoid. Sugary cereals, the light breakfast that secretly undermines muscle health. For many older Americans, breakfast cereals are a staple of the morning routine. They're quick, convenient, and easy to eat, especially when time or energy is limited. However, behind this familiar image lies a concerning reality. Many packaged cereals contain surprisingly high amounts of sugar, posing significant health risks as we age. As the body ages, insulin sensitivity naturally declines. Consuming excessive refined sugar in the morning can cause blood sugar levels to spike. This leads to fatigue, decreased energy, and an increased tendency to store fat. Moreover, high sugar intake promotes chronic inflammation, which contributes to the loss of lean muscle mass, a key factor in maintaining mobility and independence in older adults. Additionally, many cereals lack sufficient fiber and protein, essential nutrients that help you feel full longer and control appetite. Consequently, after consuming a seemingly light bowl of cereal, you may find yourself hungry again within a few hours. This can lead to excessive snacking and energy fluctuations throughout the day. Imagine starting your day with a false sense of energy, only to experience fatigue, irritability, and lack of motivation as it wanes. This cycle can negatively impact both physical and mental well-being. Consider the experience of Mr. Harry, a 76-year-old retired engineer. For years, he began his mornings with sugary cereal, believing it to be a healthy habit. Over time, he noticed joint stiffness, muscle weakness, and a loss of interest in his beloved morning walks. Upon reviewing his diet, his doctor identified high morning sugar intake as a factor disrupting his energy balance and weakening his muscles. By switching to whole oats combined with walnuts and blueberries, Mr. Harry experienced significant improvements in his health and regained his daily routine. Instead of starting your day with a sugary cereal, opt for smarter choices. Rolled oats, whole grains, omega-3 rich nuts, and fresh fruits like strawberries or blueberries make for a breakfast that truly supports healthy aging. This combination helps stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, maintain lean muscle, and provide natural satiety. It's not just a change in food, it's a transformation in quality of life. 2. Fruit juice when morning vitamin C becomes a source of fatigue. It's common for many older adults to start their day with a glass of orange juice. Its refreshing taste and high vitamin C content have long been associated with health. However, for older individuals, this habit carries more risks than one might expect. Fruit juices, even those labeled 100% natural, often contain high sugar levels sometimes comparable to a can of soda. The issue is that juicing removes most of the fiber from the fruit. Without fiber, the sugar in juice is rapidly absorbed into the bloodstream, causing sudden spikes in blood sugar. This is followed by a rapid decline in energy levels. As a result, you may feel sluggish, lack vitality, and experience symptoms like headaches, tremors, and difficulty concentrating. An aging body, already less responsive to insulin, must work harder to manage this sugar overload, leading to chronic fatigue and metabolic disturbances. Furthermore, if this pattern continues, the body prioritizes processing sugar over building or maintaining muscle mass. Over time, this leads to a decrease in lean muscle and reduced mobility. Take the case of Ms. Gloria, a 70-year-old former nurse from Ohio. She routinely began her mornings with a glass of orange juice, believing it was an effective way to boost her vitamin C intake. However, after months of persistent fatigue and aches, she started tracking her diet and noticed a correlation. By replacing orange juice with fresh fruit and protein-enriched vegetable smoothies, she experienced a significant reduction in discomfort and sustained energy throughout the day. Whole fruits like oranges, apples, pears, or blueberries contain natural fiber that slows sugar absorption. This results in a gradual, stable increase in blood sugar and a longer-lasting feeling of fullness. Instead of juice, consider drinking water infused with slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint. If you prefer a smooth texture, try a smoothie made from greens like spinach or cucumber, combined with berries, chia seeds, and unsweetened almond milk. This approach not only reduces sugar intake but also provides essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to support your health. 3. Low-fat yogurt when healthy eating quietly erodes muscle mass. For years, low-fat yogurt has been marketed as a safe choice for health-conscious individuals. It's often labeled as a food that aids in weight management, supports digestion, and is gentle on the stomach, especially for older adults. However, the reality is more complex. As we age, our nutritional needs change significantly. At this stage, your body requires more, not less, healthy fats and high-quality protein. Unfortunately, low-fat yogurt removes these essential nutrients. Healthy fats play a crucial role in absorbing fat-soluble vitamins like D, E, A, and K. Vitamin D, vital for strong bones and flexible muscles, isn't effectively absorbed without accompanying fat. Yet, many low-fat yogurts eliminate natural fats entirely. The result? You consume yogurt thinking it's supporting your joints, but in reality, it lacks the necessary components to maintain strength in older age. Moreover, to compensate for the missing fat flavor, many yogurt brands add refined sugars or artificial sweeteners. This turns a seemingly healthy snack into a contributor to blood sugar imbalances, increased insulin levels, and chronic inflammation. As previously discussed, inflammation and fluctuating blood sugar are detrimental to muscle health in older adults. Additionally, low-fat yogurts often don't provide enough protein to support muscle recovery. If you rely on them for breakfast or snacks without adding other protein sources, your body lacks the building blocks needed to preserve lean muscle. The consequence? Weakened muscles, reduced balance, and a higher risk of falls, a silent but serious threat. Consider the story of Ms. Phil, a 75-year-old retired teacher. She faithfully consumed a cup of low-fat yogurt each morning, believing it was the best choice for her age. However, she began feeling fatigued, lost strength, and even gained weight despite consistent portions. After consulting a nutritionist, she learned that her yogurt lacked both healthy fats and sufficient protein, and contained hidden sugars. She switched to full-fat Greek yogurt, rich in protein and healthy fats, and added walnuts and banana slices. Within a month, she felt more energetic, experienced fewer aches, and noticed improved muscle tone. Full-fat Greek yogurt not only offers superior nutrition but also contains natural probiotics that enhance digestion, a critical benefit for older adults prone to digestive issues. For seniors, eating yogurt isn't just about soothing the stomach, it's about providing the right nutrients to nourish the body from within. A suitable cup of yogurt not only keeps you full longer, but also supports muscle regeneration, laying the foundation for enduring vitality in later years. 4. Muffins, the sweet treat that gradually weakens the body. Muffins are a familiar breakfast item for millions of Americans. They're commonly found in coffee shops, on breakfast tables at home, or as a grab-and-go option for busy mornings. Aromatic, soft, sweet, and easy to eat. However, for older adults, muffins pose more risks than one might realize. Most commercially available muffins are made from white flour, a refined carbohydrate stripped of fiber and natural minerals. Upon consumption, this starch quickly converts to sugar in the bloodstream, causing sudden glucose spikes. This not only leads to post-meal fatigue but also increases the risk of inflammation, weight gain, and gradual muscle loss over time. Furthermore, muffins often contain high levels of refined sugar, sometimes double the recommended amount for a healthy breakfast. You might think you're having a light snack, but in reality, you're triggering a cascade of negative reactions in your body. The immediate pleasure after eating a muffin is real, but it's a temporary sugar high, followed by a crash. Lacking sufficient protein and healthy fats, a muffin leaves lasting negative effects on muscle and bone health. The danger lies in the addictive nature of muffins. They're sweet, soft, and convenient. Many people consume them daily without realizing the cumulative impact over months or years. Take the example of Ms. Vera, a retired nurse from Minnesota. She had a habit of eating a blueberry muffin every morning. Initially, it was her favorite treat, but after several months, she experienced frequent cramps, persistent fatigue, and increased abdominal fat, despite an otherwise healthy diet. After consulting a specialist, she was advised to switch to whole grain bread with nut butter and a boiled egg. The results were remarkable. Her energy levels stabilized, muscle cramps diminished, and she resumed her daily walks. For older adults, each breakfast is an opportunity to either heal or harm the body. And muffins, though seemingly harmless, are among the silent saboteurs. Instead of choosing a muffin, opt for foods rich in protein, slow-digesting carbohydrates, and healthy fats, foundations that support long-term health in later years. For breakfast foods seniors should eat. Whole grains, a golden foundation for steady energy and muscle health. As we age, our bodies require more than what used to be enough when we were younger. One of the most important needs is stable energy. Not a spike and not a sudden crash. To achieve that, whole grains are an ideal breakfast companion. Unlike refined grains found in white bread or regular flour, whole grains keep their germ and bran. where most of the valuable vitamins, minerals, and fiber are stored. This whole structure makes them a source of slow-digesting carbs, helping your blood sugar stay balanced throughout the morning. That means no more mid-morning fatigue, no more sudden sugar drops, and fewer cravings for sweets during the day. But there's more. Whole grains, especially oats, brown rice, and whole wheat, contain B vitamins, which support nerve function and help the body use energy efficiently. They're also rich in magnesium, a key mineral for muscles and bones. For older adults, maintaining bone density and muscle function is critical for long-term independence. One of the most impressive benefits of whole grains is their ability to reduce chronic inflammation, a major contributor to joint pain, muscle loss, and heart disease. The soluble fiber in whole grains also acts as food for your gut microbiome, keeping your digestive system healthy and reducing the risk of constipation, a common concern among seniors. Take Claire, 78, from Utah, for example. She used to start her mornings with white bread and eggs, but as she got older, she began to feel sluggish, bloated, and even experienced light headaches in the afternoons. Once she switched to slow-cooked oats with blueberries and almond butter, she noticed a remarkable change. Her digestion improved, her energy stayed steady all day, and the bloating after breakfast completely disappeared. For older adults, each morning is a chance to build a strong foundation for the rest of the day. Whole grains aren't just food. They're a key to balance, stamina, and vitality in later years. You can enjoy them in many forms: overnight oats, whole grain toast, multigrain pancakes, or brown rice porridge. Pair them with a protein source like eggs, Greek yogurt, or nut butter for a well-rounded, easy-to-digest breakfast. 2. Avocados, healthy fats for muscles and heart health. If you've avoided fats because you're afraid of gaining weight, now is the time to rethink that. Fats are not the enemy, especially when you choose the right ones. And avocados are one of the best sources of healthy fats for older adults. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that help reduce inflammation, support muscle repair, and aid in absorbing fat-soluble vitamins like D and E. Vitamin E in avocados is also a powerful antioxidant, helping protect cells from damage and slowing down the aging process. Besides good fats, avocados also provide fiber, which helps manage blood sugar, support digestion, and keep you full longer. On top of that, avocados contain a generous amount of potassium, a mineral that helps keep your heart rhythm steady, reduces muscle cramps, and maintains proper fluid balance in the body. For older adults who are prone to dehydration or potassium imbalances, this benefit is especially important. Most importantly, avocados don't cause blood sugar spikes, so you won't experience the up and crash energy pattern that sugary breakfasts often bring. Instead, they deliver steady, slow-burning energy. Marty, 74, from Wisconsin, used to feel tired and sore after her morning walks. After talking to a nutritionist, she began eating half an avocado each morning, either on whole grain toast or mixed with eggs and greens. Within a week, her energy levels improved dramatically. Her muscle aches decreased. She could walk longer without feeling drained. Avocados changed the way I start my day, she shared. For seniors, a small avocado can be a natural remedy that restores muscle strength, protects the heart, and sharpens the mind. You can enjoy avocados in many ways: spread on toast, blended into smoothies, used as a creamy topping for boiled eggs, or simply eaten plain with a pinch of sea salt. However you enjoy it, what matters most is that you're giving your body the nourishment it truly needs to feel strong, stay active, and live each day with more energy and less pain. 3. Eggs, a protein-packed breakfast that rebuilds strength and supports muscles. There may be no food as simple and nutritious as an egg. For older adults, eggs are not just a familiar breakfast staple. They're also a high-quality source of protein your body truly needs. As we age, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle mass. This process is known as sarcopenia, age-related loss of lean muscle. Without enough protein every day, your body doesn't have the building blocks it needs to repair muscle tissue, which leads to weakness and reduced mobility. Eggs contain all the essential amino acids your body requires to build new protein. With just 2 eggs each morning, you're giving your body a generous amount of easily digestible protein, which helps rebuild muscles and maintain your overall endurance. But eggs offer more than just protein. They're also a natural source of vitamin D, a nutrient especially important for seniors. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, strengthens your bones, and improves muscle function. Many older Americans are deficient in vitamin D without even realizing it, and eggs offer a simple daily way to support those levels naturally. Eggs are also rich in choline, a key nutrient for memory, nerve function, and brain health. As we get older, memory can gradually decline, and choline in eggs works like fuel to keep the brain running smoothly. Plus, eggs provide healthy fats that help sustain energy and assist in the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, like A, D, E, and K. For years, people worried about cholesterol in eggs, but research today shows that eggs do not raise blood cholesterol in healthy individuals the way we once believed. What matters most is how you prepare your eggs. Instead of deep frying, try boiling, steaming, or lightly pan frying with minimal oil. Pair them with whole grain bread, spinach, or avocado for a balanced and nourishing breakfast. Take the story of Mr. Walt, a 79-year-old retired architect, as an example. He had been eating oatmeal every morning, but began noticing weakness in his arms and legs. After speaking with a nutritionist, he added 2 eggs to his breakfast, along with steamed vegetables and whole grain toast. Within just 2 weeks, he felt stronger, his muscles were less sore, and he could return to his long morning walks. Eggs are easy to cook, versatile, and suitable for nearly every diet. Whether you're following a flexible vegetarian plan or managing your blood sugar, eggs can play an essential role in healthy aging. 4. Berries' natural sweetness that fights inflammation and supports muscle recovery. If you're looking for a light yet nutrient-rich breakfast option, consider adding berries to your plate. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. They may be small, but they're nutritional powerhouses. These fruits are rich in antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, a type of flavonoid that reduces inflammation, boosts circulation, and protects your cells from free radical damage. As we age, our bodies become more prone to chronic inflammation, especially in muscles, joints, and connective tissues. Ongoing low-grade inflammation can reduce muscle function, increase joint pain, and make it harder to recover from physical activity. Adding berries to your breakfast is a natural way to fight this process, helping your body recover faster and stay flexible. In addition to antioxidants, berries are packed with vitamin C, which your body uses to make collagen, a protein that keeps tendons, ligaments, and skin strong. Vitamin C also supports your immune system and helps your body absorb iron from plant-based foods more efficiently. The fiber in berries aids digestion, lowers the risk of constipation, and helps regulate blood sugar levels. Unlike fruit juices, whole berries provide steady energy without causing blood sugar spikes. Take the story of Ms. Maggie, a 78-year-old retired teacher in Arizona. She often experienced soreness in her arms and legs after gardening, and it took her longer to recover each time. After learning about the benefits of berries, she started adding a cup of blueberries to her morning oatmeal. Within a few weeks, her muscle soreness significantly decreased, and she felt more flexible and able to stay active outdoors for hours without feeling drained. Berries are incredibly versatile in your meals. You can mix them into oatmeal, add them to Greek yogurt, blend them into a smoothie with leafy greens, or simply eat them fresh as a mid-morning snack. Their natural sweetness, pleasant aroma, and outstanding nutritional profile make berries a perfect breakfast choice for older adults. Remember this: when you choose foods that support muscle recovery, you're not just maintaining your current strength, you're investing in your future mobility, independence, and quality of life. Conclusion: breakfast is not just a meal, it's the beginning of a healthier life. Dear friend, growing older doesn't mean you have to slow down or accept that your body will get weaker each day. In fact, what you choose to eat each morning can be the most powerful factor shaping your energy, your strength, and your spirit for the entire day. And for the years still ahead. We've all made mistakes. Maybe you once thought a bowl of sugary cereal was a gentle start to the day, or that a glass of orange juice in the morning was a symbol of freshness, or that a low-fat yogurt would keep you slim and healthy. But now you understand that these so-called harmless choices can quietly weaken your muscles, drain your energy, increase inflammation, and slow down your body's natural recovery. The good news is, you can turn things around completely. With just a few small changes to your breakfast, you can feel a big difference. Add an egg to your morning plate, half an avocado, a bowl of whole grain oats, a handful of fresh blueberries. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated. Just simple, nourishing foods that match the needs of a body on the path to healing and strength. By replacing sugary, refined, and nutrient-poor choices, you're helping yourself reduce muscle loss, boost immunity, and support flexibility in your joints, heart, and brain. And more importantly, you're building a habit that helps you live more actively, more vibrantly, and more joyfully every day. Remember, age is just a number. Health is the true foundation of how you experience life. So choose a smarter breakfast, one that nourishes both your body and your mind every morning. And if you find these insights helpful, don't hesitate to share them with your loved ones, because the right breakfast might just be the greatest gift you give to yourself and to the people you care about. You deserve a strong body, a sharp mind, and a life full of vitality. Starting tomorrow morning,